an original audio drama by Blue Mongoose Media. Doorways, Book 1, Chapter 6, Cygnus Rising.
Oh, hi?
Good evening.
Yeah, hey. Is something wrong? Or did you want to join me for popcorn and a Robin Williams marathon?
No, thank you.
Okay. So, what are you doing here? It's 8:30 on a Friday night.
Can you be ready in 20 minutes?
Maybe. Depends. Where are we going?
I need your help. I'll explain once we get there.
My hair's still wet, but... Okay, fine. 25 minutes.
Dress in dark clothes and wear the cloak I gave you. You're going to need it.
And then you'll explain?
I promise. I'll meet you at the school. Use the rear entrance. It'll be unlocked.
It's windy.
Oh, that's the Celtic Sea for you. Risk.
Celtic Sea. So, Ireland?
Correct. Welcome to the Irish coast.
It's pretty. Twilight. The stars are coming out. I like the stars. What time of year?
Early autumn. Shedding the vestiges of a long summer. Come, follow me down the path.
You still owe me that explanation, sir.
In due time. First, there's somewhere we need to be.
Are you sure this is the place?
It's the only monastery for miles. This is the place.
Looks abandoned. And it's getting dark. Are we going to be able to find our way back?
Amber, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I will explain everything, all right? But I need you to do something for me first.
Okay, what?
Don't ask any questions. Not until we're alone.
Alone? We're already alone. There's no one here. I think we should go back to the engine, get DJ, and fast forward to morning. I don't want to fall off a cliff in the dark.
You're not going to fall off a cliff. Oh, come on now. I know you're in there.
My friend! Please, please, come inside. We have much to discuss. And you've brought a guest. Oh, wonderful. Please, inside now before the night settles in.
Thank you. Come along, Miss Stone.
I thought we had dropped the last name basis thing.
There we go. That should be enough to see by. I'll keep a store of extra candles for guests. Please, sit. Sit there, by the far wall.
Thank you, again.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, of course. It's the duty of the brethren in Christ to serve vagabonds and weary travelers.
Which is, of course, a mission you take very seriously, Brother Mason.
Oh, I must. Well, it reminds me of my station here. Now, how are you, William? Any news from the future?
Before we get much further into small talk, I can guess that you know each other? From the academy.
Excellent observation. I'm one of the same graduating class of students as William. We were given very different assignments.
I can see that. What are you doing at this monastery? Is religious work part of your post?
Oh, in a way. I've become a popular rest stop for travelers, both of this age and any age they appear from. Will has visited me on many occasions.
I like the peace and quiet. It helps me to think. A clear head can make all the difference.
Oh, a clear head can mean everything. Another reason why I partake in the mission. I adore being helpful. And you, dear, what is it that you do?
Me? Oh, I'm a teacher.
Ah, a noble profession. All is due to good teachers that William and myself were able to succeed. All for the benefit of the academy. Isn't that right?
That's right. Good teachers that helped us to learn, and strict teachers that kept us out of trouble.
I'm surprised you're so cheerful. I can imagine it must get lonely out here.
Oh, at times. But the village is not far from here. And I have the sheep, the mules, and the chickens to keep me company. Oh, they've been stowed away for the night, however, so don't worry about sharing your rooms with them.
Our rooms?
Mason has agreed to give us a night's respite here in the monastery, so we can continue with our work.
Oh. Oh, right. Right. Thank you.
You're fortunate to have arrived when you did. Ah, if you'll follow me, I have the 2 rooms prepared already. You're sweet, madam.
Ah, thank you, Mason. It's very minimalistic. It's good. Good, thinking space.
Of course. I know we don't have much here, but that tends to be for the best. An uncluttered room makes for uncluttered thoughts. Here. Take this candle for your light, and here is one of my fire steels, in case you need to light it again. If you need me, I'll be in the chapel. Oh, I tend to sleep during the day, so don't worry about disturbing me.
Thank you, Mason. It's one night. It's just one night. You don't even have to sleep. Just sit on the bed. Or not. I can stand. Oh, this had better be good, Will Magister. Will! You scared me.
Sorry, I didn't want Mason to see me.
What is with all the sneaking around? Tell me what's going on.
I will. Why don't you sit down?
Not on your life, pal. That bed is just a bench covered in straw and cowhide. I am not taking fleas home with me. What are we doing here? Nobody in their right mind would call this a vacation.
It's not a vacation. It's a retrieval.
Retrieval of what?
Some items I can use for my research, upgrades.
In this place? It's barely out of the Stone Age.
That's what you're supposed to think. It's a cover for his real assignment here.
So he's more than just a good host.
Oh, much more. He's a guard, off-site storage.
Of these things that you're looking for.
Outdated or retired technology, spare parts, and other bric-a-brac, it's stored here in the monastery, indefinitely. I plan on using some of the equipment to modify the engine.
Okay. It's a stash. How do you know about this?
Mason himself told me years ago. I've never needed it until now.
Gotcha. Answer me this, though. Why did you need me?
You're going to distract him.
Why? What do I need to distract him from? You want to steal his stuff from him.
Borrow it. Indefinitely.
Why? He seems like a nice guy. He might give it to you if you just ask him.
I highly doubt that.
For what reason?
He's a bit excitable about these things. I don't want to upset him, but I also can't have him refuse us.
What if he notices? We'll be the last people he saw before his stuff goes missing. He'll know it was us.
He won't. It's evident he doesn't use any of it for himself. He won't know it's gone.
And how do you plan on stealing from him?
Skeleton key. While he was showing you to your Imperial suite, I found this in his bedchamber. I just have to discover the lock it's meant to open.
You're sure about this?
I am.
Okay, I'll distract him. But just so you know, I don't appreciate being used in this way.
I'll remember that for next time. Whatever you do, get him outside.
How am I supposed to do that?
That's up to you. Be clever. If it helps, you like stargazing.
Brother Mason?
Oh, Miss Stone. I didn't hear you. Please, come into the shop.
Thanks. Sorry if I interrupted your nightly prayers.
Oh, no apologies necessary. I was checking my messages.
Oh, gotcha. Is that your prison?
Oh, in fact, it is. Are you a recent graduate of the program?
No, I'm still learning everything. I've seen them used before. It's how you communicate.
Indeed. I look to see if any of my brothers are thinking of stopping by.
Like a time travel Travago.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't know what that means.
I get that a lot. I gotta say, it boggles my mind how these little glass paperweights can send messages across time. I don't know, I guess I expected something like this to look more elaborate, but it's so simple.
I felt the same way when they first taught us about them.
They're beautiful.
Cut quartz, grown within the depths of our crystal gardens. Now, before I came to the academy, they had begun growing the structures in a lab. But I can tell when one is genuine. It has unique microstructure and richer colors. Every mineral variation is vibrant. If it's dull, lifeless, it's not naturally grown. Excuse me, I do like to ramble. I spent some time studying these gems in school. Are you finding it difficult to settle in?
Yeah. Time difference, maybe. A weird version of jet lag. This must be the perfect place to see the night sky.
Oh, you've got no idea. The glittering constellations, they've always fascinated me. Even since I was a child. I often go out at night and pick them out against the darkness.
Really? Well, can we do that right now?
And leave William all alone here? I'm not sure. The monastery is a bit spooky if you don't make your bed here every night.
He'll be fine. I already tried to get him out of his room, but he's not interested. Now, I know next to nothing about constellations, so you should give me a stellar tour.
I'd like that very much, Miss Amber. And I know the perfect spot.
Amber. Mason. All right. Now, where there's a skeleton key, there ought to be a skeleton lock to match.
Careful. The stone is loose near the edge. Stay in the torchlight.
Duly noted. It got cold out, didn't it?
It's the sea. She cools quickly in the night air. Hold on.
Hey, the torch, we needed that to see.
Not anymore. Look,
The stars. Oh, there must be millions of them.
have you ever seen so many in one place?
No. No, city lights have always made it hard to see anything. How do you find constellations in this mess?
It's not a mess. Not when you look for long enough. It's a pattern. A painting, even. There. The Great Bear. Ursa Major.
Oh, I know that one, the Big Dipper. There's a smaller one called the Little Dipper.
Well, that's over here. Ursa Minor. And if you look this way, you can see Cassiopeia, Draco, and Pegasus.
It must be amazing. Knowing where to find them up there. I'm still stuck on the Little Dipper.
Here. Let me show you. Now. Your eye starts at that bright star right there. Deneb, she's called. And then, follow it at an angle toward that lesser star at the bottom, near the horizon. Then another line intersects it, like a crucifix. The 2 stars spaced out over here, and 3 stars at the opposite end. Do you see it?
I think so. Kind of like wings.
Yes! Yes, exactly!
And which constellation is that?
Cygnus. A great and noble bird, rising from the sea. One of my favorites on a clear night like this. Oh, and look at her, the moon. Fair Selene,
She's bright tonight.
our luminous mistress. She's pure, for now. Man may one day set foot on her surface, but today, she remains untouched. All the glitter and diamonds, scattered across the black velvet at night, her many children.
You really love this, don't you? Picking out the patterns.
I do. In some strange way, I may even consider them my friends. Cygnus, Cassiopeia, Cetus. They're the ones I talk to when I have no guests to entertain. And stars make for good listeners.
Maybe better friends, too.
Anyone about? Good. Let's see. No. No. Mm-mm. It has to be a secret chamber, but none of the walls sound right. Oh, the candle! Oh! Oh, when I left my fire steel in the bedroom. Wait a second. Where the candlestick fell, that doesn't sound like stone. There's something underneath the rug. Aha! A door. It's not a room behind a wall, but a chamber underneath the floor. Now, for that skeleton key. Perfect.
So, Mason, as an old friend of Will's, what's he like in school? A troublemaker?
Oh, he wasn't so bad.
Oh, but he was at least a little bit bad?
Well, in his defense, are we all?
Touche, brother. Touche.
He wasn't insufferable. He liked to pretend he didn't care, that he was one of the rest of us just trying to get by. But he was brilliant. And he wanted to please every teacher he met, even the ones he hated. I think he wanted to please them most of all.
He was a suck-up. Oh, I knew it.
If that's the modern way of putting it, I suppose he was. Really, it wasn't all bad. He cared about his friends, more than once getting the more unruly of our group out of trouble. He had that way about him. People believed him, even if he was lying. William was a very good liar. He had to be. Many of us might still be studying even today. Everyone knew him, but he only stuck close to a few. The other, suck-ups didn't have anything to do with him because of that. Prentice Potts used to say he attracted strays. Jeremiah, Victoria, Gideon, and me on occasion.
Were you unruly?
Oh no! It was unthinkable. There were never enough words to express my gratitude to the headmaster, to the administration. I mean, I wasn't popular though, so our circles crossed often enough. But we were meant to be grateful. The academy provided many of us with better lives, left alone to ourselves. We'd never have survived in this world. In fact, I dare say we'd all be dead.
And so you stay here, helping the weary and heavy laden?
I do what's expected of me. I do what's right. To have sacrificed so much for us. We ought to be grateful every moment of every day. It's unquestionable. There were some, of course, who did not act as they should. Ungrateful men who snub the academy, take matters into their own hands, but deny the responsibility, consequences. Makes my blood boil.
Why don't you show me some more stars? I'm half remembering the zodiac. Maybe you can point some of those out to me.
I can try, though I'm not as familiar with those, but
Mason?
The light's gone out.
Where?
In the monastery. I left a candle burning in my bedchamber.
It might have been the wind.
Perhaps. You know, I was allowed to bring one item with me, as long as I swore to keep it hidden.
Oh yeah? What did you bring?
A brass telescope. I have to keep it hidden, of course. It's a few centuries early for such a thing. But I use it to pick out features on the moon. Oh, I must show it to you. On a night like this, you could see so much of the Luna Maria. The seas of serenity, fertility, and tranquility. Yes, I'll go back and fetch it now.
Wait!
I'll just be a moment.
I'll come with you.
Oh, don't worry. I know the way by heart. We don't need you tripping over yourself in the dark. I'll just be a minute.
Oh, okay. Be quick, though. I'm very impatient. Better be done by now, Will. Sorry.
Good. He's kept everything in trunks. Let's see. Not in here. Not in here either. No, he's got them backwards. Oldest dates in the front, more recent ones in the back. Okay, let's see. Y511, Y644, Y686, Y714, Y784 Herculaneum. There's a few of you marked Herculaneum. Odd. Aha! Gotcha. Thank you, Y784. Let's see. Metamorphic crystalline fabricator. Signal send and receive amplifier. Y770 navigation unit. Easily retrofitted, fewer restrictions. Perfect. This is just what I needed. Hey!
Got to tell Will to take me to warmer places. Still, it's gorgeous. The Look at me, Mom. I'm on top of the world. The view is pretty spectacular.
Miss Dawn!
Ah, I was just getting comfortable talking to myself.
I brought back my telescope.
And another torch, thank God. Oh, Mason, you weren't kidding. It's beautiful. Did you make that?
I did. Based on Galileo's designs. With a few modern fixtures.
The craftsmanship. It's amazing. You've got some talent, brother. Are you tired?
It's been a very long night already.
I know. Worth it, though. Can you point out some more constellations? I want to see them all. Then we can look at the moon.
Not just now, Amber. I'd like to take a rest from that.
Oh. Okay. Are you okay?
I tire of these things after a time. Even a monk has his limits.
You're not a real monk, though, right?
No. But I do have principles. My friary may not be Christian, but I'm no less devoted to its cause.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Oh, don't you? Why did you come out here tonight? You and Magister.
He said it was a trip to see a friend. He didn't say anything more than that.
Look there. Across the sea.
Okay. What am I looking at?
Closer. In the moonlight.
I don't see anything.
Look at the water. The waves. How they crash against the cliffs. How they rage in the night.
Looks dangerous.
It doesn't care. It's the ocean. The great mother. The great provider. The sea isn't here for an audience. She doesn't have to entertain.
Mason, maybe tone down the theatrics. Calm down a little bit.
And she doesn't have time for calm.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Where's Will?
Not here.
I'm going back down.
Not so fast.
Hey! Move away!
Careful, miss. You'll lose your footing in the dark. You don't know these cliffs like I do.
Get out of my way, Mason. I mean it. You're scaring me.
I don't care!
Mason, let me out! Let me out! Mason!
Where's Will? What did you do to him?
What must be done with any common thief? Locked him up and threw away the key.
No. Mason, let me pass. I don't want anything to do with this. This wasn't even my idea.
Oh, but you happily fluttered your eyes and led me by the hand up here to look at stars, trying to bewitch me. And I was foolish enough to be taken in by you.
You're insane.
I will not have the banner of Alexandria soiled in this way. Out of all those men, those boys, William was the last person I would have expected.
What's so important about old junk anyway?
Theft is theft. It's dishonorable, wretched, deceitful. The Academy is worth so much more than either you or him or whatever schemes you have planned.
Mason, it's a school. Just a school.
It's more than that. So much more. It's life itself.
Hey. Back up. I mean it. Ah! No. God. Mason. Mason, please don't let go. Please don't let me fall. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry about all of this. I'll talk to Will, please. I'll make him apologize.
Shut up! Shut up! What are you? One of the Oxheart? Those agents of ignorance?
Mason, please.
Mason! Stop. This is between you and me.
How did you get out?
You forgot to lock the hatch.
How dare you? How dare you come here? You. Out of all of us.
I have my reasons.
When I tell them.
I'll tell them myself, once I have the results I need. You have to trust me.
Trust you? You lied to me. Tried to steal from me. From them. It's...
What? Heresy? You've fallen too far into your own cover, Mason.
I won't allow you to bedevil me. Don't test my patience.
Will? Will, stop. I think he's serious.
Listen to your accomplice, William. I believe you have something that belongs here. Hand it over.
The telescope. I remember it. From school.
If you remember that, you'll remember your loyalties. I can put this behind us, William.
My loyalty isn't in question, it's your sanity.
Hand it over. Now.
Fine. Here. Yeah! I'll take that, thank you.
My telescope! Give it back!
Let Amber go.
There is no bargain to be made here.
I disagree.
This is only the beginning, Magister. A full investigation will be taken into your activities tonight.
As if they'd care about this pile of nothing you call home. They don't care about you, Mason. Look at you. Look what they did to you. You're getting above yourself.
Jealousy never suited you.
In what world would I be jealous of this? Of the embarrassment the Academy was desperate to forget about. They sent you here to keep you out of the way. They didn't even give you an assignment.
I will not hear this! Give back what you stole!
I can't.
You're not in control here. I am.
Stop! Stop, you're going to drop me.
I was becoming fond of you, Amber. I really was. This cannot stand. They would not allow it.
No!
No! No.
You will come to understand one day why this is necessary.
No, I won't. I'm going to get her, and we're taking what we want and leaving. And as for this,
My telescope!
you can jump right in after it.
No matter how fast you run, you'll never be able to catch her, William Magister. She's already dead.
Time, I have time. Just some minor adjustments. No, where are you going? Don't do this to me now!
Hello?
Out here, darling, beyond the conservatory.
Hi.
Hello, dear. Do sit down, won't you? There's a seat available on the divan, and you'll find a few towels and blankets to wrap yourself in.
Where am I?
You're in my home. You might find some of the features familiar.
It's an engine. Except it looks nicer.
It's the colors. Blue and white lend themselves to a modern Greco-Roman style. Personally, I find it more tasteful than William's Edwardian Rococo. All that gold, red, and mahogany. He's embellished the thing like an old theater.
You know, Will? Who are you?
All in good time, dear. But you do look dreadful.
Thanks, I almost died. He tried to kill me. He really tried to kill me. Will, oh my god, I need to get back to Will. He thinks I'm dead. You have to take me back to him.
Well, I can't. He's not there anymore.
He left?
And trust me, he didn't go of his own volition.
Is he okay?
He's fine. He's safe.
But how am I supposed to get home?
Now, none of that. Here, take my hand. Dry yourself with this. Yes, very good. Now let's wrap you up snugly. There we go. Comfortable? Now I have just brewed some fresh tea. 1 lump or 2.
Tell me who you are. And how I'm not dead or drowning. 2 lumps. Please.
Victoria Swan. That's my name. You're not dead because I got you. I opened the top of my conservatory and held one of the engine's apertures over the surface of the ocean. I was able to catch you in my fountain. Any broken bones?
No. Just some bruises.
Marvelous. Drink up, it'll warm you.
Why did you catch me?
I couldn't simply let you fall and drown. There's work to be done. And William would have been absolutely distraught.
How do you know Will?
He's an old school friend.
Ugh, not another one. Every time I meet one of you, something bad happens.
I'll try not to take too much offense to that.
Well, have you met the homicidal maniac, Brother Mason?
I have.
Oh. Well, then you see my point. He's a fanatic, a religious nut. That academy you all came from is basically his god.
Fanatic. Interesting. In your mind, then, what does that make William?
I'm not sure I understand. He's nothing like Mason.
That's good. I do worry about him. What do you think the singular difference is between Mason and Will?
Everything.
No, unfortunately.
Then what?
What it always seems to be. People.
People.
Mason lives alone in a stone cage. William interacts with others. In his isolation, Mason nurtures a brewing hatred. A misguided hatred.
Isn't hatred misguided anyway?
Perhaps a better word is misdirected. Mason finds himself hating those who arrive rather than those who left him behind.
What does that have to do with Will?
Though he may feel that way in his mind, Will is never truly alone. Hate can't fester. Not yet. There's still time.
Why are we talking about this? I don't even know you.
No, you're right. We're perfect strangers. But I've been keeping an eye on Will. And on you. You're good for him. I'd hate to see him lose that. Please, excuse me. House, I believe. Are you feeling better?
Yes, I think. Thank you.
Don't worry about Will. He'll be back. His work's not finished yet. In the meantime, you should freshen up and prepare yourself.
For what?
For anything, Amber. You've crossed into a strange and dangerous world. You will see me again, dear.
Mm-hmm. It was good. The tea.
You're welcome to share tea with me anytime you like. If you can find me, of course. Oh, and Amber, dear, take this.
A prism?
A spare of mine. Made it myself. Keep it in your pocket. You might need it.
Thanks. Okay. First thing in the morning, I'm calling him. Hello? Will? Ben?
Yes, miss.
What are you doing here?
I'm afraid you're going to have to come with me. Now,
And if I refuse?
it wasn't a request.
So I'm being kidnapped?
He wants to see you.
Who?
Close your eyes.
No, no, wait.
Doorways, an original audio series, is produced by Blue Mongoose Media. Written by Jesse Puffenberger and featuring the voice talents of Haley Geiger, Connor McCabe, Kayla Schlickendorfer, Jesse Puffenberger, and Luke Rabel. Post-production by Jesse Puffenberger and Connor McCabe. Join us for Chapter 7, just beyond the next door. Thanks for listening.